we are here. Hello, guys. So, if you are a mom who feels like you never have enough money or time, stay tuned because this might actually help you guys. Give me 1 second. Trying to put the brightness here for you guys. I hope everybody's doing amazing today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from once you come in. I'm so excited to get to know you guys and find out more about you guys. So today, have my notes here prepared for you guys. Oh my God, I am so excited again. So just tell me where you are joining from as soon as you come in. I'd love to know more about you again. But I just want to talk about the fact that no one talks about how financially stressful it is to be a sick mom. No one talks about that. And today I will share with you a simpler way, um, a structured path, not just learning how to market, but how to build attraction marketing, automated follow up, email assets, and long term income. So that's what we're going to be learning today. And again, I am so excited to see you guys or, have you here joining me. So, let me know in the comments if you are excited to learn more about this Legacy Builders program, okay? Type yes in the comments if you are. And before I continue, let me just introduce myself. I know you guys have seen my videos, but we never had the chance to actually talk about necessarily what my story is fully. So my name is Miriam, as you guys know. I'm a single mom who lives with multiple disabilities who could not longer keep a traditional 9 to 5. So hi, welcome. Let me know where you guys are joining from. So I didn't know what I was gonna do. You know what I mean? And this is me being a little bit vulnerable because I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Hi everyone, welcome. Let me know where you're joining from when you come in. And so, oh, welcome. Hi. Oh, you're a single dad from West Virginia. Well, welcome. This will actually help you as well. I know I always promote to moms because that's my story. That is how I actually ended up finding this blueprint. I was in this is again a little bit vulnerable, you guys. Uh, oh yeah, no, this is not for sure a dating site at all. Thank you for saying that. No, this is actually a way for you guys to generate an income. That is what I'm here to tell you about, and I just want to serve you that way, you guys. So I actually when I was diagnosed, I actually have fibromyalgia. When I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I thought to myself, this is gonna be easy because I was super healthy and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be anything. I'm gonna overcome it. And boy, was I wrong, you guys. I was so wrong because I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So I actually needed to find something. At the moment, at that time, I was actually doing an MLM. I was in network marketing. And because I was looking for something that I could do from home, and that was actually something that you could do from home, network marketing. But the income producing activities that you have to do in network marketing are basically just, you have to bother friends and family. You have to, um, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Hello. You have to, friend request strangers online. You have to, do all that follow up. You have to sometimes get ghosted by people who initially were interested in your product and then they weren't. So it was just like chaotic for me, and then having to build a team, it was just too much for me, you know what I mean? So one day I was actually coming out of one of the meetings that we had here. Hello, welcome. And And so I was coming out from that meeting and I was just completely exhausted, heartbroken really, because I was like, there's no way that I can continue to follow up with this way of doing a business, because I was not in the best health. You know what I mean? And just to have the high type of energy all the time, to be connecting with people and doing all of that every time, being glued to my phone, it just was not sustainable for me, you guys. I was just like, I was literally crying. I was like, what am I going to do? Like, exactly am I going to do to be able to provide for myself and my children? Because it was just like, it wasn't working out for me. So I was like, I prayed. I was like, I need something that I could do from home that doesn't require a lot of time and that is automated, right? Because I was like, I need something that when I'm not feeling well, it can actually work for me. And that's when a few weeks later, I actually ended up finding this blueprint on Facebook. So the message that had the post was actually, it said, work from home, all you need is Wi-Fi, and it's automated. And when I saw the word automated, I was like, wait a minute, that's exactly what I prayed for. Like, how did this just how did I find this, right? And so I inquired about the information, and they sent me, the blueprint basically, and they told me, and the automated system from this gentleman actually told me everything that I needed to know about the blueprint. And that's how I ended up basically here with this information. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I tell you guys a little bit about the Legacy Builders program, which is our best-selling product, so that you can kind of sort of understand exactly what it is that this program can do for you and the value that it has, the products that it has. Okay, so let's talk about the mentorship environment this Legacy Builders program is. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down. I'm gonna break down the infrastructure in 6 steps, simple steps. So if you guys wanna take notes, please do so. And I'm just gonna go quickly over it. I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information, especially because this is our first time talking to you guys. Oh, we are. Walaikum salam. Hello. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. We are in the US. You're from Pakistan. Welcome. That is awesome. Great, great, great. Welcome. If you guys have any questions as I'm speaking and letting you guys know about the program, please make sure that you put them in the comments. I want nothing more than have clarity for you guys as to what this program can actually do for you. So let's take a look at the infrastructure. Okay, we're going to talk about education. And again, if you guys need to take notes, please make sure that you do so. The good thing about lives on YouTube are that, you can replay them later on. So that's amazing. You can stop and take notes. But let's talk about number one, right? Education. So you actually learn positioning, messaging, authority, systems, how to track the things that are happening with your system, and CEO thinking. So I've told you guys about our community and all the support that we have here, right? But the education is so, so important, because this isn't just something like classes that you get and that's it. This is a live interactive program that can help you guys um, learn attraction marketing skills, digital marketing skills, and how just to be out in the digital world and connecting with your customers, right? So that's education, and those are all the things that you're going to learn with the product itself. And that's the education part of it. So there's no fluff, it's just structured learning. You know what I mean? Structured learning. That is extremely important, because it's like, especially if you're like new to any type of systems like this, it's always like, oh my God, where do I start? What do I need to do? And it's always, it's just step by step, and it's simple to follow videos. And so for example, I know I told you guys before, about a month ago, that we're doing a 90-day run right now. Every single day our mentor actually gives us a video with things that we need to do and implement. But there's simple steps where you finish watching the video and you're like, oh, that's easy to do. I'll go make that content right now. So that's the beautiful thing about this, because it's super simple to follow, super, super beginner friendly. And again, all the education is there for you to succeed, right? One of the number two, which is one of the things that I love the most, is the automated system. The automated system is mind blowing. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's so super helpful, because what you actually get with the automated system, if you want to write this down, are a capture page. So when you guys actually go into my website, I'll have the capture page where you put your email, and then you have your funnel, the automated email sequences, and the sales process. So all of that is going to be in the program, so that you can actually just plug in the automated system, and this will work in the background for you. So as I was saying to you guys before, the following up and all the things that you need to do are actually you don't need to do, because the system does the follow up for you. So you don't have to be bothering your friends and family. You don't have to be creating lists of your warm market, or you don't have to be DMing strangers, friend requesting strangers, or even having to build a team. The automated system actually does everything for you guys. So, so basically, starting, it's not something that you start from zero every single week. Your automated system, it's built to leverage all that information and help you succeed with your business. Right now, if you guys have any questions so far, please make sure that you let me know in the comments if any of this is making sense to you, or if you have any questions at all. Number three is actually attraction marketing, and that is super important. You learn how to attract your perfect customer, how to build you, like your persona, if you will, like your brand. You're not here promoting a company, or branding yourself as part of the company. You're branding yourself, because all the people that will get into your funnel and to your email list, they are your customers. They are, and for example, in the program itself, you'll have modules where you'll actually learn how to build a product on your own, if you wanted to ever build a product of your own. This is a product that is already actually built, ready for you to plug in. But if you ever wanted to actually create your own digital product, you can actually do that. And so when you have your own funnel and your email list, of course you're gonna want to market that for your the people that have gone into your funnel, and you can do that. So it's not like these are the people that come into your email list belong to anyone else but yourself, which is amazing, because again, this is about you, how you can actually learn the skills, apply them, and how you can grow your own business. Okay, so that is extremely important. Always learning how to brand yourself, so that you can actually promote your own products, not just being part of one company and only promoting the company. So that's amazing, right? um, Number four is the email list I was just mentioning to you guys about. So the email builds relationship, relatability, trust, and repetition. That's where sales happen. So the Legacy Builders program actually has a 30-day email, like 30 days worth of emails that are going to be going out to your potential customers every single day, so that you don't even have to worry about, like, oh my god, what am I going to email, what am I going to tell them. That is already set up for the first 30 days after you join in. And after that, you'll actually in the modules learn how to create newsletters as well for your customers, and how to set them up so that they actually go out automatically. So that is always. Like, if there's anything that you learn from this, is that we want to make sure that we make things simple for you to be able to learn it, to implement it, and to move on with your day. We don't want you to be stuck glued to your phone 24/7. No, this isn't that type of thing. If you know, if you're the type of hustler that feels that you have to be working, hustling, this might actually not be for you, because this is about simplicity. This is about an automated system doing the hard work for us and just implementing it to our workday flow, where you can actually implement it in 30 minutes here, an hour there, 30 minutes here, and move on with your day. You know, we have people who are actually still full-time like employed and have this running in the background, and that's what we want for, for you guys, so that if you are like myself, a single mom who's, struggling with multiple illnesses, that's a full-time job if you ask me. So if you are that type of person who's struggling like I am struggling, this is a simpler way for you to generate an income where you don't even have to stop doing what you're doing. But there are people who, after implementing the blueprint, have actually just let go of their job because they're making more money with this that they would on their job. So that is always great. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you put them in the comments for me. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned so far, put them in the comments for me and I'll answer them for you. Number 5 is something that, again, I am always so proud of, being part of this community, and it's the life support and the community itself. So this is what changes everything. Okay, the environment like compresses time, so you see others executing. You see, like, you get questions answered. So like, let's just say that you watched a video, you had a question on how to implement something, or you just basically needed some type of like advice on how to, hey, like, I don't know how to do this. You make a post on the community and you'll have someone answer within a few minutes. You know what I mean? Like, we're 59,000 of us and we're worldwide. So, you always have some type of support there, and someone will answer you nearly almost right away. Okay. So you actually get corrected quickly, so that you can, okay, this is how you do it and this is how I'm going to do it, and boom, you get results faster that way, so you don't actually spiral alone. Sometimes when you are in business for yourself, it's like, oh my god, like, how am I going to do it? And yes, here you are in business for yourself, but you're not going to be by yourself, because our entire community is always here to support you and be there for you. And so let's just say isolation slows growth, but community actually accelerates it, right? But when you see the people in the community actually posting their wins, how they're doing, the small, even the small things that you would say small things, like, for example, going live is something that scares a lot of people, myself included. You know what I mean? Just being human, it is. It's like something like, oh my God, what are people gonna say? What am I gonna do? But once we are like, oh my God, I went live, everybody's like, oh, because we know how hard it is to go live. For some of us, we're always so very like encouraging and very like, oh my God, great job, you did amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Because we want to make sure that you're successful, so we support you and encourage you as well. And the last thing here, number 6, is the resale rights. Now, I don't know if you've heard about master resale rights, but this is like mind-blowing. Like, imagine having a business, like, or creating or selling a product that you didn't even have to create, and still get 100% of the profit. That's what resale rights are. So this isn't just learning a skill, it's owning an asset, you guys. Like, you're not just a student, you can become a builder. You that's basically what shifts identity, and you make 100%. So even though you didn't get to create these products, you actually get to resell them as if you had created the product yourself. So you have complete control of how you promote it, or of, yeah, how you promote it basically, and you still get 100% of the profit. You don't have to share your earnings with anyone. So I mean, those are the six things that the simple steps of the infrastructure of the Legacy Builders program. And so why this was important for me to find a product like this, like how I was telling you guys, I was praying for something like this. I was praying that I could have something that, again, I could do from home, that didn't require a lot of time, and that was automated. Why was that important to me? Was because, as some of you may know, with fibromyalgia, when you have flare-ups, you have them when you have them, and they're not going to be like, okay, you're going to have a flare-up tomorrow. Make sure that you prepare for it. No, you wake up and you're feeling terrible, and you just have to deal with it. So for me, in the mornings, it's sort of like really, really hard for me to just start my day, because I'm already in so much pain and it's such a struggle. So for me, it was important that I could accommodate the income producing activities to when it was better for me, or when I was feeling better. You know what I mean? The income producing activities here are so easy to manage, so easy to get done during the day, that it only takes 2 hours a day to implement them. And they're very, again, to the point, and easy to follow. So it's just simple steps that you get to follow. And so the reason why I actually love this and why I was looking for this was because even before being sick, I never agreed with the fact that, having a bus would mean, oh, you know what I mean? You have to be stuck there, until it was time to clock out. You couldn't just take up, and it's, of course you don't get to take off, get out of there. Of course you don't. But the fact that you have to ask for permission to live your life, it just never sat well with me. It's like, why am I asking permission? For example, like if you had something to do with your children, like they had a presentation at school or something, and you had to ask permission to your boss to, oh, let me go see my son's graduation, or like that, just it never clicked with me. And honestly, I actually just wanted to, that's why I went into being an entrepreneur, because I was like, I need something that I can do around my kids' schedule. Like when they're at school, I could be working, and when they are not, then I could be with them. Again, being a single mama, that was important for me, that I could always be there for them. And having a boss just does not do that for free. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work that way, to have to have a boss and have to ask for permission and have to ask for this and have to ask for that. It's like that, like I say, that's just really not the vibe. One of the things that really, really got to me was, one time my son actually had to had surgery, and at that time I was working at the school district, and it was like, okay, I went to the school district, and I to ask for permission, because he was gonna be out for 2 weeks, so I needed to take care of him for 2 weeks. And so I went there, when I got hired, they're like, oh, okay, well, you can always come if there's a family emergency or anything, you can always come and see how we can actually, um, give you the time that you need, or whatever that the process was gonna be like. So when I went there, they were like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need 2 weeks off, and so that I can be with my son, because he's gonna have surgery. So they look into my account, or my paperwork or whatever, and they're like, well, you don't actually qualify for this. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, when I actually came, to get hired, you guys told me that I will be able to do something like this if I ever needed it. You never think that you're gonna need to do it, but you're like, okay, I need to be with my child. And they're like, well, you don't qualify because you don't work, you haven't worked however many hours during the year or so far, something, there was some type of stipulation. I'm like, how on earth am I going to be able to work that amount of hours if I'm not even like a full-time employee. I was like a part-time employee. I was support staff. And they're like, well, you don't qualify. And that's that. And then in my head, I was like so upset because I was like, how is it that here I am raising, you know what I mean, and taking care of someone else's children, but when my child my needs me because he's gonna have surgery, I am not allowed to be like allowed. And that to me was like mind blowing. Like, I'm not 5 years old. How am I not gonna be allowed to be there for my child, with my child, when my child needs me? It was mind blowing, and it was the biggest turn off of my life. I was like, there's absolutely no way that at my age I'm gonna be asking permission as if I were a 5 year old to be with my child. That was just, it never sat good with me. And after that, I was like, I will never have a boss again, because I was like, no. So I went into a real estate, and then after I went into real estate was when I actually got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And then after that, everything changed, because yes, I had my own time and I was able to do my own schedule, but then my health didn't permit me to be physical, to be driving around, showing homes, and doing any of that. My health was not allowing me to do that anymore. So again, when I was asked, when I prayed for this blueprint, that I could do from home, that didn't require a lot of time, and that it was automated. That's I was already doing network marketing, and again, network marketing it's another type of thing. You know what I mean? You have to do, you know, again, friend request strangers, bother friends and family. Sometimes you even have to build a team, and I just don't have that type of, you know, energy, whether physical or mental, to be able to do those sort of things. So that's again when I pray for this blueprint. I found this blueprint, and now here I am telling you all about it, because it has changed the way that I view working, the way that I, view just having a business. You know what I mean? Like a simpler way for me to do a business, to run a business, where I don't have to be worried about like, oh, someone is messaging me right now, so let me stop everything that I'm doing so that I can answer, because now that they're on the phone right now, let me make sure that, I'm there. And sometimes that meant like whatever hour of the day, you know what I mean? And what type of freedom is it really if you're always going to be on your phone 24/7, glued to your phone, answering, replying to messages, right? So again, when I found out about this automated system, I was like, oh my God, thank God, because really, honestly, it has just, it's been a blessing. Um, so what I'm gonna do before I let you guys go, if you have any questions, again, put them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, please also put them in the comments. I'll make sure that I'll even make a post specifically just for you to answer your questions. But if you do want more information about this amazing blueprint, again, it's an automated system that you can work from anywhere in the world. All the requirements is that you have a phone and Wi-Fi, so that obviously you can make your posts, and you get 100% of the profits. You don't have to share profits with anyone. So if you want more information about the blueprint, all you need to do is go to miriamsdailypay.com. The website is actually also on my bio if you want to check it out. But again, miriamsdailypay.com. Go to my landing page, as I mentioned earlier. Put your information. All we need is just the email so that I can send you the information. Once you put your email, my automated system is actually going to be sending you the free Freedom Formula blueprint. And now that on its own is a complete guide that will tell you step by step the exact steps to leverage a proven blueprint and turn it into a profitable online business. So again, just to get that information, all you need to do is visit miriamsdailypay.com to get the information. And again, if you have any questions when you rewatch this, make sure you put them in the comments. And Other than that, I will see you guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing this Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for you guys here on YouTube because I'm also on TikTok. But I'm gonna show up for you guys here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, to do lives to answer your questions. You know, anything that you need to learn more about this blueprint. And again, all you need to do to get the details of the blueprint is go to miriamsdailypay.com. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope I gave you enough information for you to take the next step. You know, I just feel confident that you can do this because again, if a sick mom like me can actually manage to do the 2 hour workday flow and the income producing activities, I for sure know that you can actually do it too. So I'm so excited to now be able to go live with you guys. Again, miriamsdailypay.com, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much. Bye.